Back here in the U.S. into the dramatic testimony on the Hill from the former head of the CDC who was fired by RFK Jr. less than a month into her job running the CDC. She says she was fired by the HHS secretary because she refused to sign off on new vaccine guidance without seeing the data or the science that would back it up. Jay O'Brien on the Hill tonight.
Tonight, former CDC Director Susan Monarez testifying Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. fired her less than a month after she was sworn in because she refused his order to pre-approve new recommendations for childhood vaccines before they were even written.
I could have stayed silent, agreed to the demands. I could have kept the office, the title, but I would have lost the one thing that cannot be replaced: my integrity.
Kennedy insisting Monarez is lying.
I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said no. So
today, Monarez describing an August meeting where she says an angry Kennedy ordered her to rubber stamp a new schedule for which vaccines children should receive, to be compiled by a CDC panel he had filled with vaccine skeptics.
I said, I cannot sign off on something before I see the data and the evidence. And he said and elaborated on this for some period of time, that there is no data and evidence, there is no science, and that I needed to commit to signing off on each and every one of those recommendations. And if I could not commit to that, I needed to resign.
Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, a doctor, going back at that claim. Did Kennedy really want to change the childhood vaccine schedule without any research?
To be clear, he said there was not science or data, but that you still expected you to change the schedule.
Correct.
After the hearing, Cassidy, who's also a doctor, with this stark warning about Kennedy's hand-picked vaccine panel.
If the vaccine advisory panel makes recommendations to change the childhood vaccine schedule, should the American people have confidence in that decision?
No.
David, tonight that overhauled CDC vaccine panel will meet tomorrow for a two-day marathon session to weigh critical recommendations on vaccines from measles to hepatitis B to COVID. And tonight, HHS is attacking Monarez after her testimony, claiming she was fired because she, quote, acted maliciously to undermine the president's agenda. David.
Jay O'Brien live up on the Hill. Jay, thanks.